This is part two of the research study analysis of delay discounting. For the discounting questionnaire, two separate groups were used in order to evaluate the temporal and probability discounting procedures. The control group consisted of 10 individuals ranging from ages 25 to 40. There were 6 males and 4 females in the control group. The members of this group did not have any history of smoking. This was determined as never smoking or having one tobacco product or less per year. The other group of 10 individuals, the at-risk group, also ranged from 25 to 40. These individuals, 5 males and 5 females, exhibited at-risk behavior as they report themselves as smokers, smoking at least 1 cigarette per day. To participate in the study and to have their results disseminated, consent was acquired from all participants. The questionnaire used for this procedure was developed by Barkley et al. In 2001. The participants were seated in a room approximately 10 by 20 feet with a large table in the middle. The room was quiet and was only the examiner and the participant at the time of answering the questions. The participants were told that they would be asked questions regarding which of two choices they would prefer. They were instructed to answer the questions as if they were actually going to receive the reward, although they were not. The participants were told to answer each question quickly and to the best of their ability based on the choice they would make as if the options being presented were actually happening. The amounts were written out on 4 by 6 inch index cards and put into 4 stacks. The stacks all revolved around a $100 delay. For all 4 stacks, the delayed amount remained constant, but the time of delay was 1 month, 1 year, 5 years, or 10 years. The first stack of cards asked the participant if they would rather have an ascending value of money, starting at 1 and going all the way up to 100 now, or $100 1 month from now. The second stack of cards used the same amounts, but in descending order, asking if the participant would rather have the above listed amount now or $100 in 1 year. The third deck used the same amounts, but began in ascending order, starting at $1, and asked if the participant would want that amount now or 105 years. The fourth deck used a descending order, starting at $100, and asked if the participant would want the amount now or $100 in 5 years. As the interviewer asked the participant a question relating to which amount, the amount was recorded by the interviewer. In addition, a probability delay was created as well. The participants were asked, with the same 4-stack format, if they would like to receive a certain amount with 100% probability or $100 at a changing probability rate. Once the questionnaires from all 20 participants were collected, the results were analyzed. The data was analyzed for the temporal and probability delay. First, the temporal delay was graphed and analyzed. See Figure 2 for graphical representation here presented. For the 1 month delay, the control group's indifference point was $75. The at-risk group's indifference point was $65. For the 12-month delay, the control group's was $50 and the at-risk group's was $30. For the 60-month delay, the control group's was $40 and the at-risk group was $35. For the 120-month delay, the control group's indifference point was $20 and the at-risk group was $15. The probability delay was also analyzed. The results were similar to that of the temporal delay. Based on the results of the study, there are multiple findings in terms of difference of responding between the smoking group and the non-smoking group. The smoking group tended to discount the outcomes more so than the non-smokers did. This shows that the smoking group tended to be more impulsive with their answers and prefer the smaller, sooner reward over the larger, bigger reward that was hypothetically presented later. These findings support previous research and that the at-risk populations may prefer more immediate and smaller rewards that may not be as optimal or beneficial for them and their livelihood. The 2 experiments were conducted based on a delay discounting and preferences and reinforcers of a North American betta fish and a group of human subjects, 10 of which belong to an at-risk population for smoking. Both experiments validated and expanded upon previous research on delay discounting and tendencies of preferences in relation to the immediacy and value of reinforcer. The fish overwhelmingly chose to engage in behavior that resulted in the smaller, sooner reinforcer, and the at-risk population of smokers demonstrated preference of a smaller and sooner reinforcer as opposed to a larger and later. This study has various implications. One such implication of the study is that choice can be arranged in order to predict and control behavior. We can predict certain behaviors and choices that certain populations may make based on temporal discounting. Knowing this, treatment procedures can be put into place in order to assist individuals who engage in alternate behaviors that are incompatible with at risk behaviors. All living individuals will continue to face choices throughout their environment. This research can assist these individuals in making choices that will have a positive impact.